All right, we're back. This is turn 4 of Hypnotic Specter. This is a learning series for players that are trying to figure out how to play Dominions 6. This is probably not the best game to, talk from experience, but I will talk through all of the failures that we're experiencing right now. Last turn, we decided not to try and expand, and I forgot to cover one thing that I think is really important for new players to know about, which is scout pinging. If you've been following along, we tried expanding into our farm territories, and we discovered that there are knights and heavy cavalry there that wipe the floor with us. That leaves two provinces for us to potentially expand into, Province 23 and Province 4. Uh, I probably should be going for the Parched Expanse at this point. I found out that it does actually have pretty decent resources. 55 resources. This has 56 resources. Um, so both of these are decent in terms of resources, which is our current bottleneck for recruitment out of our capital. We are going to go for Province 23. Actually, you know what? We're not. Um, we're not going to do that. I'll show you why. The scout ping is here. Here's the battle report. I'll go over this in just a second. The important thing to note for new players is how do you do a scout ping? Well, what I had done in the previous turn was I had scripted the scout here. I put him in the top left corner and I set him to retreat. And what that allows me to do is attack in and do a battle like this, where you've got our scout right here. He loads in, he immediately runs away to try to get off the battlefield. But meanwhile, we get exact information about the enemy province and the formations of the units. Now, I'm going to just say right now, the reason I just decided to walk back my decision to attack this province is because they have these mages. And I will show the battle report. But they have a Windmaster and they have two Cloud Mages. Now, this is a problem for Jotunheim for a couple reasons. One, they're just really powerful mages. They're going to cast some types of evocations against us. That feels pretty bad. They're going to potentially give their units buffs. Because we have so few units, it is devastating for us to take hits from any evocations that they would cast. But more importantly, Jotunheim has shock vulnerability. And with air mages, you can probably expect you're going to take some shock damage. So my guess is that this is also a really bad province for us to attack into, which is going to be the story of this game. Again, I think that the best option for us is to take Parched Expanse. It's not ideal because once we go to Parched Expanse, the only option we have to continue expanding is to go to Province 5, which is Lapintha. I have no idea what's there. It doesn't really matter. We're going to bring our scout back to Province 23. Um, and we really need to get our resources up to be able to recruit more units out of our capital. This is feeling pretty bad right now because we haven't taken a single province. And it's turn 4, and we're one of the best expanding nations in the game. So, was it? I think this is the RNG of the game, right? We did a random map generation. I had selected the three lakes as the option for the game. For whatever reason, Dominions has decided that the three lakes should spawn immediately next to us with a river running north-south, separating us from this. I think technically, yeah, we can get to this throne here from Strong Bay eventually, and this river shouldn't be an issue with the cold scales, but here we are. So I guess with that, the only real decision is to attack into the Parched Expanse rather than Anglavania. Anglavania. So, we'll see. I might be cutting this one short. We'll see.